Hey there. If you've ever wondered how you can get a green card through employment, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to dive into the step-by-step process. All right, so let's get started. Hi, my name is Shariq. I'm the South Asian attorney. I'm licensed to practice law in California, and I help people worldwide with American immigration law. All right, so first of all, it's really important to understand that a US employer should be willing to hire you. The process often begins with an official job offer. Next, your employer files for a labor certification with the Department of Labor, proving that no qualified US worker is available for that job. In most cases, the date your employer files a labor certification will be a priority date. The priority date is your place in line. Think of it as your ticket number in a waiting line to apply for a green card. You can only file for a green card once your priority date is current. Current? Yes. The US Department of State publishes a monthly visa bulletin that shows different dates for different visa categories and countries of origin. For example, on the November 2023 bulletin, the date for India for the third category is 1st May 2012. So if your employer filed your labor certification on or before that date, you can file your green card application. This date is when your priority date is set to be current. We'll talk about different employment categories in just a moment. But before that, let's talk about Form I-140. I-140 establishes your relationship with your employer. It proves to the government that your job is in a category of jobs that can lead to a green card. Who submits Form I-140? After the Department of Labor approves your labor certification, your employer will file Form I-140 with the USCIS. Okay, so let's go over these steps again real fast. First, your employer files the labor certification. Once it gets approved, your employer files I-140. After your Form I-140 is approved, you have to wait for your priority date to be current. Once your priority date is current, you can apply for a green card. To apply for a green card, you'll file Form I-485 to adjust your status if you're in the US. But if you're outside the US, you'll apply for consular processing at the embassy in your home country. So after filing, you can only wait. You might or might not be called for an interview. Eventually, you'll get a decision from the USCIS. So how much time does it all take? Look, the time it takes to process Form I-140 can differ based on multiple things, such as your priority date, your country of origin, caseload at the processing center, and the complexity of your case. Let's start with EB-1. EB-1 is for top-tier workers. Think exceptional talents, stellar professors, and big company leaders. EB-2, got an advanced degree or an exceptional ability? Well, then you can apply for an EB-2 green card. And if you're a skilled worker or a professional, your category is going to be EB-3. If you're a religious worker, you're going to apply for an EB-4 green card. Can you afford to invest in a US business? If you can spare $1,050,000, you can get an EB-5 green card. Keep in mind that your business is also required to create at least 10 jobs. And the investment amount can be less if you invest in an area that's considered a targeted employment area by the government. It's $800,000, so slightly lower. The required supporting document might vary depending on the employment category. But today I'll give you a quick rundown of the documents generally required. Okay, so here's your go-to list for supporting documents. First up, employer details. Proof of wage. So this shows the employer's paying capability, like financial statements or tax returns. The employer also has to show that they have the ability to hire and supervise you. Okay, now details about you. A resume or a CV. This includes educational certificates like diplomas and transcripts. Recommendation letters, proof of past work experience, your valid passport, current visa status, and your I-94 travel record. And finally, details about the job. This includes labor cert, also known as PERM, and it has to be certified by the Department of Labor. Detailed job description, including job titles and the job offer or employment verification letter. Remember, the USCIS might ask for more information, depending on your employment category. Please ensure that your application is complete and accurate, so you don't get RFEs or a request for an interview. All right, all set? Good luck with your I-140 journey. If you have questions, don't hesitate to contact my office to schedule a consultation. See you next time.